we're going to talk about some really cool ISO-8 interactions that happen specifically with the Striker class. And I just want to say that when I read the text on the Striker class, it seems like we're in that situation of maybe they wanted it to work a certain way, and then there's the way the text reads, and then there's the way that it actually works. And so we're going to talk about some really cool interactions with Striker and Skirmisher. And I hate to say it, it does not work the way that the text reads. And I kind of understand why it works the way they did it. They had to code it in a certain way. But some people call it a bug. Other people call it a feature. But rather than getting all that, I'm just going to explain the way it works and how a character like Emma Frost, which initially we thought Healer was going to be the best class, really Striker is the best for so many reasons, specifically with the really cool Skirmisher interaction with Sabretooth. First things first, it says on primary hit, if the target is vulnerable, make an ISO bonus attack at 75% damage, then clear one vulnerable. This attack is based off the character's basic. Now, first of all, it is not based off of the basic, and we're going to talk about that first. No matter what it says right there, it is based off of some information that is not provided in game that is called the assist counter info. We're going to talk about that first because it's a big deal. We're going to take a look at a character like Venom, and a lot of characters have different basic attacks from their assist counter info, and unfortunately, there's no way in game to get this information. You have to go to msf.gg, and a character like Venom right here is also an excellent candidate for Striker. And here we read this right here. It says Maul, attack primary target for 180% damage, apply bleed for one turn, flip 2 positive effects to negative effects. Now, interesting enough, the assist counter information, which is the Striker second hit, is based off the assist counter info, which is different. And if you look at, if I put the the T4 on it, it actually goes up to 3 positive effects on the T4. Look at that. The basic attack is different than the counter. Now, the other thing I want to mention is that assist and counter information is not the same as a passive attack. A lot of characters have passive attacks. Passive attacks are going to be like what Call does when you attack Ebony Maw and Thanos. That is not an assist or a counterattack. That is a passive attack. So I'm just going to rattle off some characters that have really cool passive attacks. That would be like Colossus, Thing, Invisible Woman, and Call. Those aren't counterattacks. Those are passive attacks. What we're talking about here is the assist counter information, which is what the Striker attack is based off of. And they're different than sometimes the basic attack. Black Bolt has a different assist counter information than the basic attack, and so does like Ultron. It's small differences, but I recently put the T4 on Venom because this will allow me to flip a total of 5 positive effects, and I've got footage of that right here. We can take a look at right here. We've got footage that I had Twitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive effects. We're gonna swipe with Venom's basic attack. It has the vulnerable on it, so we're gonna get that second ISO-8 attack. And when this is all said and done, we're going to have no more. All of those positive effects are going to be flipped. And the reason why I think that's going to be important going forward is if symbiotes end up becoming a counter to Black Order and you're going up against Call, okay, you can see right here, first attack hits, and we've got 1, 2, 3 left on the screen. So the first hit does 2, second hit does right here, and they'll all be flipped. They're all gone. They're all flipped. So keep that in mind. Again, we're in a situation where the text doesn't line up with what actually happens in the game, and you have to go to a third-party website to get the actual information to make decisions. So I put the T4 for science. I don't know how important that is. That might be important later. But the reason why this is important on Emma and the way that this works is that Emma also has some really cool things on her basic attack where she flips positive effects. So there's a lot of great characters that should be Strikers, and I just want to throw out a couple names that just because their basic attacks do important things. Scream, Venom, Emma, Black Bolt, Ultron. It's just being able to get that second attack is an important thing. Now, there's a lot of confusion on what an attack is, and on Emma, for example, when she does her middle ability, she's attacking people with the slow. Does that make any sense at all? You know, technically her middle ability is not really attack, but it puts slow on the opponents, and that technically is an attack, and it actually triggers this striker mechanic. And the reason why that is interesting is because Sabretooth actually has on this really cool that gain 25% chance to assist on non-attack abilities. And so if you put Skirmisher on Sabretooth, you will get this vulnerable. Now the order of operations is such is that if Emma goes and there's no vulnerable, Sabretooth will assist, apply the vulnerable, then the check for the vulnerable happens after that happens, because it doesn't work like it reads. And then after all that combat's resolved, the ISO-8 bonus attack goes in and she gets a free attack. Check this out. So here's a situation where it's kind of dimmed out right here, but you can see that Hela has the vulnerable and it's Emma's turn. And right now, Sif does not have vulnerable. What's going to happen is I'm going to use Emma's middle ability, and she's going to give immunity to the team. She's going to put slow on the opposing team. It's going to trigger Sabretooth base passive attack, and he's going to attack and apply vulnerable to Sif, and then it's going to resolve, and then there's going to be a free attack from Emma, and because Emma's assist basic attack, the assist counterattack clears positive effects, that's a good thing. This is incredible the way this works, and probably, well, here we're going to do it. Watch how it goes. So she does it. She's going to apply the slow right here. All right, there he goes. Yeah, the reason why I said it might not go is because of the blocked. But there's the assist right there. ISO-8 applies, it triggers her, and then she gets an extra attack. And it didn't clear the defense down, but a lot of times it could. I know I use this all the time, so that's a really cool interaction. Now, the main thing is if you don't want to figure all this out, is to go to Reminex's spreadsheet, and he's accounted for all of this stuff. And you can literally just go in here and just look at the team that you want to do and just follow the instructions. So like right now, we were talking about Emma Marauders, right? We're talking about the Marauders and how they go. And he's saying right here, Emma Frost needs to be a striker. Sabretooth is a skirmisher because of that assist mechanic. Mystique is Raider because she hits a bunch of people. Strife is a healer, and Mr. Sinister is a healer. Cool. Probably the team that takes gets the most use out of this mechanic is going to be Young Avengers. Young Avengers really take advantage of this. And what you do on Young Avengers is on Ms. Marvel, you put the Skirmisher because she pretty much assists always. And so that makes sure that any of the strikers like Miles, Chavez, and also Captain Marvel, if they attack, and even if there is no vulnerable on the target, Ms. Marvel applies it, and then there's a third attack. And I got to just show you how that works. We're going to go into, excuse me, we're going to go into Blitz, and I'm going to use Young Avengers because Young Avengers probably takes advantage of this the most. And it's a great mechanic right here. The thing about the assist attacks, and here we've got it loaded up, and we're just going to go up against this mirror match, and you can see we've got all the ISO-8 set up. And basically, whenever these three right here attack, we're going to get assists for Miss Marvel, and it's going to be at a minimum a triple attack, or when you account for Captain Marvel's binary attack, it's actually a quad attack. So it's really cool. So we're going to do this and take a look at it. And then there is a really good ISO-8 FAQ, not only on Reminex's sheet right here, which answers a lot of these questions, but also the developers put out one recently right here. Answers a lot of these questions. I'm hoping that this is not a bug, but this is the way it works. So what we're gonna do right here, just for kicks, I'm gonna attack American Chavez, and we're gonna do this on 1X. What's gonna happen is we're gonna get the assist from Ms. Marvel. And so we're going to basically get 4 hits. We're going to get Captain Marvel's big hit. We're going to get assist from Ms. Marvel. Then we're going to get the binary. And then we're going to get the second ISO attack. So total of 4 hits, turn 1. Watch this go. Here's 1. 1. Well, we just deleted him. Never mind. All right, well then we get binary. You're going to see the ISO's up there. Well, we deleted her. If I didn't delete her, I would have got a 4th hit. We would have got the 4th hit if I didn't delete her. I basically deleted her on 3. That's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you 4 hits. All right. Let's turn the dynamic camera angle off because it's a little bit confusing here on this type of video. All right. Well, let's do it again. What we're going to do here is we're going to heal up. But basically, we should get this to go off here with Chavez also. Okay, so same thing right here. Right now, we've got Stryker on Miles. We're going to get the assist from Ms. Marvel, and then he's going to follow up with a 3rd hit. Watch this. So, attack number 1. Okay. We get the 2nd attack from Ms. Marvel, the assist. That's going to apply the vulnerable, and then it's going to trigger the Stryker right there. 3 attacks. Let's do it again. Let's do it again right here. She's going to do her middle ability. It's going to trigger the assist, and then she's going to hit a 3rd time. There's 1. The assist now comes in. And then we get the last one. Get wrecked! Oh my god. I'm just saying. Pretty good. So if you don't want to understand how this works or care, my suggestion is going to the Remenex spreadsheet and just understanding how it works. It's all in here. He's accounted for this. He's even accounted for, like, everybody's asking, what should you do with Phoenix? Well, he's accounting for the assist probabilities with Storm. And using Phoenix maybe as a skirmisher so you can take advantage of this. Everything is here on this spreadsheet. I'm a big fan. So let me know what you think of this interaction. And then lastly, I got to show you one thing real quick. This was brought to my attention. I just got to bring it up in a video. If you don't have Ghost Rider upgraded past level 4, like if you have like a Ghost Rider that's not upgraded, let's say you have like the basic attack at level 2 or 1, leave it at 3 because something's off right here with this right here. Look at level 2 goes from 78. I'm sure this is a bug. This probably will get finished. But if you can get Ghost Rider and leave Ghost Rider at level 3 and put Stryker on him and get this Stryker to trigger, the 2nd hit's gonna hit for a lot of damage. Until they fix it, of course. But right now, that's just a bug. If you go up to level 4, it drops down to 111. There you go. All right, guys, let me know what you think about all this stuff. Are you loving ISO-8 as much as I am? I hope this video was helpful. I love finding out all these little quirks about ISO-8 and getting the right combinations and doing all the fun stuff. It seems like it's put a lot of depth in the player's hand, especially when you're playing. Like knowing when to attack targets and how targets work, and even on attacks like that don't necessarily need to target AoE, but making sure that you put the, like on a skirmisher, you put the vulnerable on a target that doesn't have it, or if somebody does have vulnerable, you target a target that has a positive effect so that you can clear it. All of that is good stuff. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.